Hello guys, today I want to talk about I'm not using my tripod because while trying to set up the top part we used for holding the phone broke, and I just had to shoot this video and post. That was not an excuse, but now that the tripod broke, well, it's kind of a good and a bad thing. It's a good thing because I'll be making more of these videos with my hand. I'll try and be stable with it, but I won't have to be setting up. I can now sit and run down to anywhere and make this video without having to balance and do all those things. There's really no animation. It has moved the friction. I'll try and get a new tripod, but until then I'll be keep making the videos. Now on this video I want to talk about the number one mistake that all bloggers, and small bloggers make, that make them not succeed, and that's the same mistake I made. Now it's called shadow work. So what's shadow work? Shadow work is something that you do, it's exciting to do, it gives you dopamine, but it doesn't move the needle. It doesn't give you results. It doesn't bring what you want. Take for example, analyzing analytics again and again and again and again. That might look great, that might look awesome, but that's not going to give you results. What's going to give you results is posting content, is creating content. That's what's going to give you results. Now when you're analyzing that content, what happens is that you feel you're making progress. So because you feel you're making progress, at the end of the day you're like, I didn't get results, but I was always working on the blog. I was always doing things that, you know working on the blog one way or the other, but there are no results. So the question is, um what are the other tasks that are shadow work? Another thing is shadow work is learning to blog. Now you're a beginner, granted, you don't know how to blog, you don't know many of the things that you need to do. But the time you spend on learning to work on your blog shouldn't be counted as blogging time, shouldn't be counted as working on a blog. Take for example, if you were to work, if you were to be a blogger who goes to your job and do things every day, people are not going to pay you for learning to blog. They're going to pay you for getting results. So the question you need to ask yourself is, what are the tasks, the moving tasks that I'll do to get the results? Third shadow kind of work is trying to optimize and over optimize. Optimization is great, but at the end of the day, if you optimize when you don't really have visitors, you don't really have traffic, what's the optimization going to do? Like, certain things, that there are certain tasks that are, they seem important, but at the point in time which you did those tasks, they become shadow work. I take for example, you are just starting out. The first thing as a blogger should be to write blog posts or make great content and do what you need to do. That's the first thing you should do. You shouldn't be too bothered about conversion per se. Now I'm not saying you shouldn't do conversion optimization, but you shouldn't be too bothered about that, because at the end of the day you work so much on conversion optimization that you will not, because you can't convert people when they don't come to your site. So instead of you to have been working on building traffic and getting people to come to your blog, you focus on conversion optimization because it felt good. Now there are no persons to convert, and at the end of the day there are no results for you, even though you put so much energy into it. So the question we need to ask is, if I could only do one thing, what would that task be? And go on and do those tasks that will give us results. So at the end of the day we get results. So you don't look like we have been blogging for 3 months, 6 months, and no results. Get why we need to ask ourselves, what do the pro bloggers do? What does their daily routine look like? Okay, they write blog posts, they create content, they promote it, they write their email list. Yeah. And then we take those as the core tasks. And if we want to learn about blogging, we don't add it, we don't count it as work. We put it in we give it a dedicated time. So I just want to quickly make this video and give it to you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you take action.